The other story we're tracking very closely is DMK chief MK Stalin's son-in-law is being raided by income tax officials in Tamil Nadu. Searches started around 8 a.m. this morning at 4 places in Chennai owned by Sabareesan. One of the places being searched is a home in Neelangarai, just outside Chennai, where Mr. Stalin's daughter, Senthamarai, lives with Sabareesan. Tax authorities have told NDTV there were inputs on the movement of cash related to the election campaign. DMK leader and supporters have gathered at Sabareesan's home as a show of support. Sabareesan is seen as a key strategist in Mr. Stalin's core team. The searches come a day after Mr. Stalin's son raised the question at a rally near Coimbatore of what he called an exponential rise in the assets of Union Home Minister Amit Shah's son Jai Shah. Sam Daniel has the details.
Well, income tax authorities are holding searches at the properties of DMK chief MK Stalin's son-in-law, Sabareesan. In fact, we come to you from outside his Neelangarai beach residence on the East Coast Road outside Chennai, where at the moment, even as searches are going on, you see hundreds of party workers gathered here outside the residence. And this is the palatial property, the house of MK Stalin's son-in-law Sabareesan, where the searches are going on at the moment. We understand from IT authorities that the searches are also on at a few other places, including an office. And they claim that these searches are following credible inputs of huge amount of cash being transported from here or held here. But the DMK calls this as politically motivated. No formal response yet, but they say this is politically motivated, and they claim such searches take place only in the properties of the opposition led by the DMK and nothing from the ruling AIADMK. These searches come a day after MK Stalin's son Udayinidhi challenged Home Minister Amit Shah's son Jai Shah, claiming that his properties have seen an exponential rise over the last few years. And he challenged whether he would be willing to trade his assets with Udayinidhi's. The April 6th elections here, so much at stake, the ruling AIADMK trying for a third consecutive term, and the opposition led by the DMK being out of power for 10 years, trying hard to capture power. In 2019 Lok Sabha elections, the DMK Congress alliance swept the polls, winning 38 of the 39 seats. And these searches, interestingly, take place at a time when the Prime Minister is also campaigning for the AIADMK BJP alliance down south in Madurai. Former Congress MP Mr. Arun visiting here. Thank you so much, sir. How do you see this? What do you have to say? Income tax officials say they received credible information of credible inputs of huge cash being stored here or being moved from here.
They are taking undue advantage of the government and doing this sort of raids. In Congress government, this sort of raids have not been taken at all. It shows their vindictive attitude towards DMK, because Mr. Stalin is going to be the CM of this state. It has been confirmed like. So just to terrorize the voters and the people, the government is doing like that, which is very unwanted. It is not the democratic way. They are abusing their official power, which has been entrusted to them by the Constitution.
Your response to their claim that they have credible inputs of huge amounts of cash being moved from here or being stored here?
Sir, BJP people and ADMK cadres are giving 2,000 rupees per voter. People are saying like that.
In Chennai with camera person Shah Vijay, Sam Daniel, Find TV.